After 60? Stop ignoring these three vitamins that control your energy, nerves, and blood sugar. The greatest wealth is health. Virgil, welcome to Golden Years Wisdom Channel, where we believe your best years are not behind you, they're unfolding right now. If you're watching this, you know that life after 60 brings new chapters, new challenges, and remarkable opportunities for vitality and joy. Before we begin this transformative journey together, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and drop a comment sharing how you're nurturing your health today. Your story matters, and it inspires others in our community. Understanding the hidden crisis beneath fatigue, why afternoon crashes and burning feet are calling for your attention. You wake up energized, but by mid-afternoon, your body feels like it's running on empty. Your feet tingle with an uncomfortable burning sensation that keeps you awake at night. These aren't simply signs of aging. They read your body's way of communicating that something essential is missing. Too many of us dismiss these signals as inevitable parts of getting older, when in reality, they're often screaming for help from the inside. After 60, your body undergoes profound changes that most people never understand. Your metabolism shifts, your cells absorb nutrients differently, and three critical vitamins that once flowed abundantly now slip away silently. This isn't about willpower or effort. It's about recognizing that your body's chemistry requires a different approach now. When we understand what's happening beneath the surface, we gain the power to reclaim the energy and freedom that makes life worth living. Vitamin D, the cellular command center awakening your metabolic switchboard. Imagine your body as a magnificent building with millions of rooms. Vitamin D is the master switchboard operator, controlling when electricity flows through the corridors. Every cell in your pancreas has tiny receptors locks waiting to be opened. When vitamin D enters, it turns these locks, allowing insulin to flow freely and guide sugar into your muscles where it belongs. But here's what changes after 60. Those locks begin to rust. Your skin produces less vitamin D in the sunlight, and your kidneys struggle to convert it into the active form your body desperately needs. Without adequate vitamin D, insulin keys struggle to open the doors, causing blood sugar to linger dangerously in your bloodstream. The exhaustion, the afternoon fatigue, the inflammation silently damaging your vessels. These are all messages from your cells pleading for this vital nutrient back. Research shows that seniors maintaining optimal vitamin D levels cut their diabetes risk by up to 76%. That's not a modest improvement. That's a life-changing transformation that begins with understanding and action. The vitamin D transformation, a story of renewed mornings when energy returns. Life becomes beautiful. Again, Robert was a vibrant man who loved his morning walks and gardening with his grandchildren. Yet by his early 70s, those simple joys felt impossible. Exhaustion would grip him by mid-morning, and no amount of sleep seemed to help. His blood sugar continued climbing despite his dedication to healthy eating, leaving him frustrated and discouraged about his future. When tests revealed critically low vitamin D levels, everything shifted. Starting with 2,000 international units of vitamin D3 daily, always taken with his largest meal for better absorption, Robert gave his body what it had been missing. Within 3 months, his glucose readings stabilized, his afternoon crashes disappeared, and something even more precious returned: his energy. "I finally got my mornings back," he shared with tears of gratitude. "I'm walking with my grandchildren again, planning trips, and feeling alive." His story reminds us that sometimes the most powerful medicine is simply giving our bodies what they redesigned to need. Vitamin B12, the neural network protector rescuing your nervous system from silent deterioration. If vitamin D is your body's command center, think of vitamin B12 as the protective insulation surrounding your nerves, like rubber coating an electrical cord. This precious nutrient, especially in its active methylcobalamin form, creates and maintains the delicate myelin sheath that protects your body's wiring. When your nerves have strong insulation, signals flow cleanly and clearly. But when that protection breaks down, electricity leaks, and suddenly you experience tingling, burning, or numbness that frightens you. Here's a heartbreaking reality after 60. Your stomach produces 40% less intrinsic factor, the protein essential for absorbing B12. If you're taking metformin for diabetes, this common medication actually blocks B12 even further. The decline is so gradual, so silent, that most seniors mistake nerve damage for inevitable aging rather than recognizing it as a treatable deficiency. Research reveals that 1 in 3 diabetics on metformin develop B12 deficiency, yet treatment with 1,000 micrograms daily can restore levels and improve nerve symptoms within weeks. Your feet don't have to burn. Your hands don't have to tingle. Relief is possible when we take action. B12 and the gift of walking free a journey from pain to purpose when burning feet transform into dancing steps. Helen had always been independent, the woman who volunteered at the community center, who hosted family dinners, who was always on her feet. But by her late 60s, burning sensation in her feet made every step an act of courage. Night after night, she'd lie awake with what felt like fire coursing through her legs, convinced her independence was slipping away forever. She assumed the damage was permanent until her doctor discovered critically low B12 levels. Everything changed when she began taking methylcobalamin sublingually each morning. Within 3 months, the burning gradually eased, her sleep returned, and something magical happened. Helen took her first pain-free evening walk in years. "I can finally visit the mailbox without fear," she said, her voice filled with wonder and relief. "I thought I'd lost this part of myself forever, but I was just missing a piece of the puzzle." Helen's transformation teaches us that healing often comes not from dramatic interventions, but from understanding what our aging bodies need and having the courage to restore it. Her joy is a beacon for all of us struggling with similar pain. L-Methylfolate, the DN, a repair specialist, protecting your brain, heart, and future, while B12 protects your nerves. Another critical nutrient works as a meticulous repair technician inside every cell. L-Methylfolate fuels the 1-carbon metabolism pathway, your body's system for repairing damaged DNA and clearing out homocysteine, a toxic amino acid that accumulates silently in your bloodstream. This invisible toxic buildup quietly scratches at your blood vessel walls, and for diabetics, elevated homocysteine increases stroke risk by nearly 80%. The challenge is that after 60, the MTHFR enzyme that converts ordinary folic acid into this active form slows dramatically. It's like running a factory with aging machinery. Raw materials pile up, but finished products never leave the line. Your body desperately needs active folate to function, yet most seniors take standard folic acid that their aging bodies can barely process. Research from a 30-year study showed that those with the highest active folate intake had 30% lower diabetes risk. But importantly, it wasn't from ordinary supplements. It was from the form their bodies could actually use. Without addressing this, you're not just gambling with blood sugar control. You're risking your cognitive sharpness, your circulation, and your ability to remain independent and vibrant in your later years. L-Methylfolate triumphs, choosing health over fate when prevention becomes the greatest act of self-love. Michael had always been careful with his health, monitoring his blood sugar with dedication and eating thoughtfully. But when his doctor discovered dangerously elevated homocysteine levels, Michael faced a frightening truth. He was at significant risk for stroke despite his careful efforts. No one had ever checked his folate levels, and that oversight almost cost him his future. When Michael added 800 micrograms of L-Methylfolate daily to his routine, taking it with meals for optimal absorption, his body finally had the active nutrient it needed. Within 6 months, his homocysteine dropped to safe levels, his overall health markers improved dramatically, and Michael's perspective shifted entirely. "For the first time, I feel like I'm not just managing diabetes," he shared with pride. "I'm actually protecting my future and choosing health over fate. Michael's journey reminds us that true wellness is not about perfection or luck. It is about understanding our body's changing needs and making informed choices that honor both our health and our future. His story is a testament to the power of knowledge combined with action. Embracing your most vibrant year's independence, energy, and joy are your natural birthright. These 3 vitamins aren't merely pills sitting on a shelf. They retool your body once manufactured in abundance. They're the nutrients that once fueled your morning walks, powered your work, and allowed you to embrace life without limitation. After 60, your supply lines weaken, and that's when fatigue creeps in, when nerves start to burn, when independence begins to feel fragile and distant. But here is the beautiful truth. When you restore what is missing in the right form and at the right dose, your cells respond with gratitude. Your blood sugar steadies, your energy returns, and life feels lighter and more joyful than you've felt in years. Diabetes isn't simply about numbers on a lab test. It's about mornings filled with energy, evenings free from pain, and the precious freedom to spend quality time with the people and passions you love. Your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting for you to reclaim them. Share in the comments which of these vitamins speaks most deeply to your personal journey. Let your story encourage another senior facing similar struggles. Together, we're building a community where aging means growing stronger, happier, and more alive than ever before. Thank you for joining us on this journey of rediscovery and empowerment. Remember, taking care of yourself is the greatest gift you can give to those who love you and to the moments still waiting ahead. Subscribe to Golden Years Wisdom Channel for weekly insights on vitality, independence, and living your most vibrant life. Your golden years are just beginning. Make them count. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Buddha.